Growing up in Tallulah, James Jones did not dream of pro basketball. He did not really have that dream in college at Grambling, even though he followed Willis Reed while playing for the Tigers. But such was the caliber of his performance for the G-men that pro scouts in the NBA and the fledgling ABA knew there was a place on their rosters for Jimmy Jones. He averaged 20 points and 8 rebounds for Grambling and was a first-round draft pick in both leagues. He considered opportunities and signed with New Orleans in the ABA, and the record books reflect what a prudent decision it was. Jones was a 6-time ABA All-Star. He became only the second ABA star to score 2,000 points in a season. He made the all-time All-ABA team. His career averages were 19 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. Now, when the ABA was folded into the NBA, Jones joined the Washington Bullets and kept on putting up big numbers for another 3 years before his 10-year pro career came to a close. No doubt he was somehow overlooked for this night for many years, but now, finally, he officially steps alongside coaches Eddie Robinson and Fred Hobdy, Willis Reed, Buck Buchanan, and all of the Grambling legends in our state's greatest sports shrine. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Louisiana Sports Hall of Famer James Jimmy Jones. There are many, many great names and great games in LSU football history. Through the years, some fade a bit as new stars and fantastic contests emerge, but Tommy Hodson's place in LSU history will never go away. For nearly 25 years, he stood as the Tigers' career passing leader, and without a doubt, his most memorable play and its consequences always will be remembered among the best and most notable in LSU history. Tommy threw for more than 9,100 yards and 69 touchdowns from 1986 through 1989. Those stood as Southeastern Conference records for many years. He led the Tigers to bowl games and a couple of SEC championships. Hodson 4 times was an all-SEC quarterback. He emerged as a serious candidate for the Heisman Trophy. And yes, one of those touchdown passes literally shook the earth at Tiger Stadium. His last second touchdown pass to Eddie Fuller against Auburn in 1988 sparked a celebration that set off the seismograph on campus. He played 7 years in the National Football League. Unquestionably, his name resonates around our state and the SEC because of his incredible success, always modestly, what he did for the purple and gold. Number 13 for the LSU Tigers, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Louisiana Sports Hall of Famer, Tommy Hodson. Rubin got started early on stardom and became a global sports celebrity because her homegrown tennis skill set her apart from the very best. Growing up in and around Lafayette, Chanda quickly displayed a great aptitude for the game and entered national and eventually international competition. She was so good that she turned to the world of pro tennis at the age of 15. That came after she served notice to the world by winning the Wimbledon Junior Singles Championship. Once she began playing for pay, she did not slow down. She collected 10 Pro Tour wins, including the 1996 Australian Open Doubles Championship and 3 more World Tennis Federation crowns. Despite a series of injuries, Chanda was always on the list of contenders at the Grand Slam events, making her mark year after year at Wimbledon, the French Open, the Australian Open, and her beloved U.S. Open. She has 226 pro career wins. She was ranked as highly as 6th in the world in singles play, 9th in doubles play. She earned nearly $5 million on the tour. There's no doubt she is the greatest tennis player in Louisiana history, man or woman. She remains closely involved with the game today as a member of the U.S. Tennis Association Board. Tonight, we show our gratitude. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Louisiana Sports Hall of Famer, Chanda Rubin. First, it's become obvious that a guy who moved around a lot as a youngster is a very proud Leesville Wampus cat. Now, we don't have game film of Kevin Mawai's high school career, and there are a lot of players on other high school teams who are very grateful for that. But there is footage of him at LSU, where his versatility and skill made him an all-Southeastern Conference standout. And there's footage of Kevin snapping the ball and clearing the way in the NFL, where in 16 seasons as a center for Seattle, the New York Jets, and Tennessee, he became one of the legendary linemen in pro football history. He made 8 Pro Bowls. He made NFL history off the field. He became the highest paid center with his contract when Bill Parcells signed him to play for the Jets. In time, he became involved with the NFL Players Association and quickly advanced into leadership roles. His term as NFLPA president was pivotal in league history. He helped broker an end to the 2011 work stoppage with an agreement that not only benefited the 2,000 players that year, but those through the past and those who will entertain us for years to come. Those folks in Canton, Ohio, may soon be calling his name for the Pro Football Hall of Fame. But ladies and gentlemen, tonight, Louisiana gets the privilege of striking first. Would you please welcome Louisiana Sports Hall of Famer, Kevin Mawai. There is no bigger athlete to join the Hall of Fame, literally, than Shaquille O'Neal. We have some of the greatest basketball stars in the game, but nobody can measure up to Shaq in terms of sheer size or impact in the world of basketball. We would be here for another hour if I covered most of his career highlights. But his success story really begins at LSU, when Coach Dale Brown and the Tiger Nation opened its arms. Shaq hugged back big time. He was a 2-time SEC Player of the Year and an All-America. His number 33 LSU jersey now hangs in the rafters in Baton Rouge alongside the other 2 LSU hoops legends, Bob Pettit and Pete Maravich. He looked like a sure bet to be a pro star, and in 19 seasons in the NBA, he was a 15-time All-Star. He was chosen on the NBA's 50 all-time greatest players. That came in 1996, while he was still early in his pro career. He validated that pick. He won 3 NBA Finals MVP awards while capturing world championships. He also won a world title for the USA as part of the 1996 Olympic gold medal team. Shaq ranks among the NBA's all-time leaders in points, rebounds, blocks, and field goal, not free throw, percentage. All the while, he's maintained his relationships and more, as you just heard Coach Brown say, back in Louisiana. Tonight, we officially bring him back to his adopted home state. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Louisiana Sports Hall of Famer Shaquille O'Neal. Really an historic moment in sports history in Louisiana, because for decades the Louisiana Sports Writers Association has had a building, a permanent home for the Hall of Fame members, and there are over 300 of them now. But it's come to fruition this year after $22 million of state money and $1 million and more of private money to make the Hall of Fame really a destination in Natchitoches that is so interesting to sports fans everywhere. Tonight, of course, there were 9 inductees, a magnificent class, as always they are. This class, however, is the first to have a permanent home among the others. So it's been quite a special night in Natchitoches.